third place finisher. It's going to be iStudying versus Azrael. Winner gets to face Super Semi in the grand finals. A loser has to do with a third place. Who is it gonna be? Limit is gonna be charged. And okay, I don't know why iStudying waited that long.
Finishing Datum!
I think
no. Okay. No, that's
it's gone though.
It is gone. So iStudying immediately setting off a great edge guard, and yeah, that's your first stock gone, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So iStudying off to a great start. Azrael trailing behind already. Bit of a weird start to this game, but I still like what I'm seeing.
I mean, yeah, it is a weird start, but maybe it's just like a patience test. I'm not completely certain. Also, iStudying has fallen out of a beat twice already. That's up Frog being so hard to keep in some hits. Now tries to get the side B2 into a conversion, doesn't get anything out of it. iStudying still looking pretty strong. Hasn't touched Azrael this stock though. Needs to make change in that. Gets the neutral in, but no big follow-up coming through there. And Azrael's just trying to regain position, regain some control in this match. Again, the edge guarding of iStudying. No double jump. Gets the side B in. And it's going to be a great second stock for iStudying as well. One conversion is all he needed to get that stock going. But a great forward by Azrael is going to take one stock back.
And these two players just don't want to touch the ground. It's been edge guards after edge guards for iStudying, and just now Azrael finding the forward there to get the spike, showing some life in this game, but he's off stage again. Could this end up in more? No, it will not, as Azrael finds his way back to the platform safely.
Okay, now again, this is a dangerous position. Azrael has gotten killed twice for going off stage at the hands of iStudying. So that means that one mistake could be the end of it. Another up B being missed, another up B being shielded this time. iStudying playing so well on Cloud. Yeah. That is going to be a double jump still. Wants to go for the recovery high, gets back to the stage, but gets flung out of there instantly again. That should be the stock. No, actually bumping into him.
Yeah, a bit weird there, but iStudying or Azrael will take it. So now back air on gets parried. Just both players trying to find their hits. Azrael eventually finds it with the dash attack. Back air. And the forward air. Azrael tacking on some extra percent. There was the finishing touch he was looking for. Didn't quite connect. So iStudying gets the back air eventually.
Yep.
And just like the previous two stocks, that back air, very important in getting those stocks.
Yeah, the fact that it kind of scoops in a cone is so important. That means you can jump over it easily. Of course, Cloud does not have a very fast double jump. He kind of stays in the same position a bit and then goes upwards, but that cone is able to scoop him completely, send him back off stage, and now you're Cloud without a double jump. So you're basically, at that point, already lost your stock.
Yeah.
Great first game by iStudying. Just pushing the edge guards to the absolute limit and not actually being more than that. Just patiently waiting for an opening, forcing the edge guards to continue the game and get the stock off of Azrael.
Yeah, and if the first game is anything to go by, this could be a very scary series for Azrael. Every time you're off stage, you have to play the guessing game. Can I go high this time? Should I go low this time? Definitely a scary situation to be in. If you are a Cloud player, whenever you just have to realize that every hit could be the end of your stock.
You can tomahawk as much as you want, but that one opportunity you are going to be letting slipping through is going to be the one that's going to be taking your stock. Pokemon Stadium 2 is going to be a bigger stage than that, still same platform label that maybe allows a bit more punishment before you are off stage against iStudying. Greedy up B with the limit of the climb hazard is not going to be punished extensively, but it's still the limit gone off the table.
Yeah, and that means that we are going to get back in this scrappy situation where both players are just trying to find an opening, both at exactly 55%. Just getting the back air, but Azrael returns the favor. Very, very scrappy.
Actually predicting that he's going to fall out. Surprisingly, didn't follow up with the second hit. Reads the jump with the forward air. No double jump for Azrael. Gets the down smash on the shield. And then limit up B. Another up smash. Azrael pushing this stock to limit. Almost catching iStudying there with the back air. Doesn't want to get this stock done already. And now it is going to be Cloud off the stage again. Good high recovery by Azrael. Dodging those particular edge guard attempts by iStudying. And the great backer is going to catch him this time. Couldn't move anywhere at that point. No, but great stuff from Azrael, actually mixing it up and getting the jump read instantly to close out the stock from iStudying as well.
Yeah. So we're back to 0%. It's the second stock. Basically nothing has happened. Charging the limit up is Azrael, getting the 4 there, just to tack on a quick 16%. But it's the dash attack once again that have been so crucial in the previous sets that come out to take out or to set up for more stuff. The limit is online. What can Azrael get from this? Waiting patiently, not tossing it out. Does get the blade beam eventually and will shield poke.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of damage to get him on the ledge. Maybe get some more damage in. Limit or the cross slash is again going to show him a gray dash, kind of a gray dash attack there. Is going to be a punishment for iStudying. Not that big, but still 83% iStudying at this point. Does get a shuriken, but it whiffs pretty closely. And the thing is that Cloud at the ledge still is a big hazard, especially on PS2 with the dash attack. Can KO so early with the dash attack in the back air, but you need to be in position to do that as well. You need to find a way to get iStudying there, as slippery as he is playing right now. Very difficult task at hand. Oh, but a great recovery by Azrael there, just barely dodging down tilt there and catching a 2-frame or missing a 2-frame opportunity there.
Forward air will spike. iStudying into stage, which sets up for another up B. Limit gets charged by Azrael, trying to extend this lead. It's just a little bit like 60% and a bit. Limit almost online. What can he do with this? The grab into the back throw, but iStudying finds a great jab reset there, which will give him a little bit more space. Eventually finishes the stock off with the down smash. And Azrael decides to just stick to the center for now, not push his limits.
I mean, he is in a pretty great position. 70% ahead is decently good, especially after you get downer into up smash. It's not going to be the KO though, but Azrael looks so much more dominating in this game. Really has the control over the stage, can get on it so much easier and pressure iStudying. That's kind of the thing you have to keep in mind. Again, iStudying out of shield pretty bad, and Cloud, some of the best aerials on shield. It's going to be very difficult to deal with him, but of course iStudying wants to push Cloud to the edge and keep him there. Small shield from iStudying, or from Azrael there.
We've seen this before. Lots of up airs, back air even. Azrael needs to land somehow. Does find his landing, uses the limit blade beam to create a little bit more space, and that leads to the forward air, which will kill off the top even. So Azrael takes game number 2, and this is a situation I've seen all too often. 1-1 iStudying Azrael. If you've ever seen any fight night ever, this is basically like they're both both comfortable with this.
iStudying actually charging the water shuriken a bit too much. Wants to get the multi-hit in, because of course the multi-hit on shield is a lot more safe. Could allow you to follow up with the grab, maybe get a jump read in as well. Because the single hit is kind of punishable at that range. But of course Cloud with that big forward air gets the jump in on iStudying, closing out the second game. Game number 3. I see iStudying hovering over Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, Hollow Bastion could be the choice here. We've seen it a lot in this top 8. It is going to be the choice here. So iStudying favoring the single platform just to move around on. We have seen that Azrael also really likes this stage, using the up B to land, or also using the up airs and up smashes to really pressure iStudying or pressure other players when they're on the platforms. Let's see if he can do this to iStudying as well, as we load into game number 3 here. And we are off. I
mean, you're talking about how Azrael can use the stage. This is iStudying's counter pick, actually.
Right, but
so
still.
he has a plan as well. Of course, iStudying or Hollow Bastion, a lot of a smaller stage than PS2, can be used to keep Cloud in check more often. You saw that the larger stage allows Cloud to stay at the ledge less often. Great drag down upper in the jab. Gets a backer off stage. Now a recovery from Azrael. Great recovery option there. Goes very low, dodges the hydro pump. Gets back to the stage safely. iStudying just again trying to apply the pressure, reassuring that he can get that Cloud to the ledge and making sure that he is doing his absolute best to do it. You just see that iStudying is playing very slow, and suddenly he goes in your face, but a great low limit cross slash by Azrael is going to completely turn the tide on that first stock.
I love how deep Azrael has been going with his edge guards, really using the great explosiveness of that side B to secure the stock there. So great work by Azrael, and now gets to continue to extend his lead.
Gets to continue to extend his lead, and that platform is a perfect up smash height, but iStudying has missed it twice. The down tilt not sending Azrael onto the platform, kind of being very stubborn about it, tries to get a counter, but not going to be in effect. Great forward again off stage. Limit is going to be pulled out, and a great damage there. Returning to the stage. Limit being used for the cross slash, just securing the ledge, I guess.
Yeah.
But it is going to allow Azrael to return to center stage, and a great backer to push iStudying back.
Yeah, those back airs have been phenomenal by Azrael this stock, just to extend his lead further and further. Let's see if iStudying can get this ledge trap done. Azrael slippery, but not slippery enough. iStudying finds the back air and finds another one to secure the stock. Azrael now on his second stock, 0%, and iStudying on 60%, now 70, now 80. Now that went very quickly.
Yeah, that went very quickly. That's it, up B for you. Does a lot of damage for an out of shield option. 103% is going to be the KO percentage for up smash. We've seen it earlier on the platform. 90% on Young Link is going to be the stock for that. Ooh, almost catching him with the back air. Not the best DI, but wasn't expecting it as well. But the up B is going to be a bit of a risky gamble there. So losing the limit. Almost get the up smash on the shield, but no shield break there.
I'd call it a bit antsy. I think Azrael really wants to secure this stock. Does secure it eventually, but I do think the up B and the up smash were a little bit over eager. At the same time, can't really blame him. It worked. So in the end, Azrael still in the lead, and it's a clean lead at that.
No double jump.
Studying can't secure the edge guard here, so Azrael will live to see another day.
Okay, gets the up smash in just to push him to the side. No strong hitbox there. It's not going to KO as well, but 87%. Oh, gets the drag down upper, but not the spiking. Actually does still get the final hit, and a great counter. It's going to send Azrael at a terrible angle and not allow him to survive that interaction. iStudying now 26%, not that bad, but Azrael has been taking the majority of this game in terms of stage control. Seems to be in a comfortable position, seems very comfortable in boxing iStudying out, but that is going to be an Azrael at the ledge. Going to continue going back to the stage. No edge guard from iStudying there, just allowing Azrael to get back to the stage. Where game one was really determined by the edge guards. Azrael has been doing such a great job in the following games, not getting hit by that anymore and not letting that gimp him.
Uh-oh. It's very scary for both players here, of course. With that limit online, Azrael could take this stock at any given point. If just given one opening, the limit is now offline, so a little bit less scary, but still 58% on iStudying is scary, to say the least. And Azrael getting the down air there, could have maybe got a little bit more, but gets the back air, pushes iStudying to the ledge. iStudying finds a way out of there with the neutral air. Good get-up attack, I really like that. Trying to read the roll, doesn't quite get it. Back air.
Now backer to get him off the stage, just wants to get the edge guard in. That's the main guard for iStudying. Gets the forward in as well, actually. Instead of the backer, goes for the aggressive option this time, and the forward air is going to punish that limited charge there. 2-1 for iStudying at this point, despite Azrael having the majority of the control that game.
Yeah, and you say that, but and I agree with you. Let's put that first. But iStudying has been getting a ton out of single interactions. Like his advantage states have been phenomenal, and also he has been finding its way out many of those ledge trap situations. Now, of course, Greninja, a very slippery character, but if Azrael can polish his game plan just a bit more, I think this could be a very, very difficult set for iStudying. But first, Azrael needs to make it to a game 4, and then possibly a game 5. Let's see if iStudying secures the set right here in this game, or that Azrael can push it to a game 5 situation here in the losers finals.
It is going to be Pokemon Stadium 2 again. This is the game where Azrael won in game number 2. We're going to return to that, hoping to replay that success. Now is going to be stuck in shield a bit of time, but it's still looking like mostly neutral interaction. Swings the forward air and gets the hit in. Wants to get another with the jump read, but it's not going to catch out here. And it's kind of thing, if you play against each other so much, you know these small little habits, you know what's happening in most of the game. In most sets you have played, and these kind of habits are going to be caught. Now gets the limit, double jump gone. Oh no, dash attack actually doesn't snipe him off the ledge. It's still his limit or getting back to the stage. It's going to be the end of the world, but it's still going to be a missed opportunity. Gets the forward smash in, but not going to be the stock for Azrael.
Oh, that forward smash was so raw. That's the kind of reads we love to watch Azrael for. Gets the grab here, forward throw. And the up smash not going to connect, so iStudying just retreats to the middle of the stage. Again, Azrael just tossing out these up smashes. wants to catch a jump of iStudying's, but iStudying is just carefully maneuvering around, trying to get an opening.
Yeah, usually these attempts to like get in the up smash or the forward smash are on iStudying's empty hops in or neutral airs in. Those are the kind of moves you can try to outrange against Greninja. Most of the time, that back air or the forward air are going to be pretty big range moves, are going to be very difficult to contest, but a great dash attack 2-frame is going to allow Azrael to grab the first stock from iStudying.
And I think that's the first 2-frame we've been seeing. Counter goes wide, so Azrael gets a free 19% and even more from the resulting interactions. That counter does not go wide.
Speaking of counters, indeed, yeah, it's such a weird counter. It's not really based on the move you hit with, but the percentage that iStudying is at, I believe. So that even if you hit it with like a jab, it's such a strong counter to have. Now we are resetting to a situation where iStudying has a bit of a percentage deficit, but has the ability to make it up. And Azrael catching with some great aerials there. Now iStudying, if the back are going to send Cloud there, the limit is online. Not going to be the KO if he, unless he gets the limit cross slash here. Wants to get a down tilt, but it's not going to be the case. And again, iStudying with these great jumps. He has been called out a bit, but it's not going to be this time the actually finishing touch. Bit of greedy option there, but sure, it is Azrael we're talking about.
I really like that. As a viewer, I love that attempt. As a person who enjoys proper Smash, I did not really like that attempt. But it's an option you just throw out, and if it works, then great. And if that works, that's even greater. Up Smash will secure the stock, so Azrael sitting on 85% limit online, could use that to further extend his lead. Oh, and this is scary for iStudying. Look at that.
Yeah, he wants it again. You saw that he wanted it, but the DI out from iStudying is going to save him from that dwindling fate. And now iStudying can return that answer. Returns to Shuriken or Beavers the Water Shuriken to get the back air, but goes so deep down there that it's going to make a Game 5 situation here against Azrael.
Yeah, and that has to hurt for iStudying because that was the game lead you had. And you couldn't really push it through, you know. You're trying to go for that last edge guard, kind of a Hail Mary attempt, going a little bit too deep. Yeah, that just sucks. So now you have to face off against Game 5, against the player where Azrael has this kind of X factor, where he just sometimes straight up reads you very well. We're already into the last game. We have no time to relax and talk about this. Azrael immediately coming out of the gates, 32% on iStudying already, just from 2 hits. I believe it was the back air and the climb hazard. So Azrael just keeps going, keeps pushing that lead.
Okay, and now it is going to be Hollow Bastion again. It is a bit of a weird stage in terms of that up smash. We saw earlier that Azrael has been DIing those down tilt up smashes very well on this stage. Knows when to avoid them, knows when to dodge DI in the right direction to properly dodge them. Still, it is going to be in this position. Again, the finishing touch. Azrael has been kind of fixated on that, it seems. Wants to get the KO with that so badly. Wants to do it for the fans, but it has been costing him a bit. If it wasn't for that last SD, that last game was very, very close as well. Now is in a bit of a good percentage lead here. 95% on iStudying. Now tries to get another tech read in, but it's not going to be an answer being pulled there. Gets it down in the forward air, but not going to be the KO. Now the forward air, and Azrael is now pushing iStudying to the ledge as best as he can, but iStudying dashes underneath, goes back to center stage, and now the limit is online.
Azrael has been escaping these edge guard type situations way better, always opting to choose stuff like the jump. Now the blade beam is not going to get to KO, and a get up attack from iStudying will make sure that he gets to hold on to the stock, but only for just a few seconds longer, as the back air from Azrael will finally secure the KO. More back airs coming out, but the up smash from iStudying will not get the KO just yet.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the first that didn't connect, so maybe the percentage difference would have made all the difference in the world. But now iStudying, again, 1 stock down, 112% on Azrael, but it is going to be damage racking slowly but surely for Azrael. 80% is going to be a dangerous position. We saw what the up smash can do, we saw what the back can do, the dash attack as well, but you need to be careful for DIing that down throw. It's going to be DI'd in, and the back are following suit. Oh, but Azrael recovering high, almost taking iStudying with him. Not going to be the case this time. And it's going to be a very scrappy end to this first stock, honestly, because 138% on Cloud, you want to finish it off, but almost all of your kill confirms are gone.
Yeah, it's difficult to say the least, but iStudying has been great at finding these raw hits. Of course, the up trade was not going to be able to kill her. Tries to go for a few more pummels. Will tack on some extra percent, and that will finally secure the KO. A stray forward air is actually going to do it. So 100% on iStudying. This seems like a great deficit, and it is. But at the same time, we've seen what iStudying can do with very little.
Was kind of afraid that the air is going to keep gonna shoot the back air, but it's not going to be the case. Great neutral air, actually stuffing out the back from Azrael there. Would have been the stock for sure. I don't know if it was accidental or not, but it seems that it's going to be saving his life. Still, it is going to be a pretty healthy lead for Azrael here. Only needs one more move. Great Tomahawk. Again, these grabs, Cloud may not have the best grab in the game, but it is going to be allowed to keep iStudying in check with all these mix-ups. Forward air actually going to close out the stock, catching that jump there, and now it is going to be the last stock for iStudying in this bracket. Azrael still sitting fresh in the second, has a lot of work to make for iStudying to get back into the set, but is going to start off pretty strong.
Yeah, and iStudying expecting a neutral air dodge down here, but Azrael has been favoring his middle platform, has really tried to land on there very often and gets to escape scot-free once again and tack on 40%. That's a big win considering the situation we're in. Azrael having the lead and is looking to secure this game number 5.
Yeah, the dominance of Azrael has been really coming through. He's playing so confidently, honestly. Really sure where iStudying is going to land. Really sure when the empty up is going to be there. Really sure when there is going to be a attempt at a reversal, as you see there. But still lives to tell the tale. Dash tag not going to secure the stock, but bad position here for iStudying. Gets a jump in again, but no punish. Oh, but Azrael getting the tomahawk and the spot dodge, and the up smash is going to serve Azrael right. Getting into the rematch with Super Semi in the grand finals, and iStudying finishing with an amazing third place here at the Future of Smash.
Yeah. That's a rematch. That's definitely a rematch I want to see. I feel like Azrael still has a lot to show against Super Semi. Didn't really get the chance to do that in their first set. Now, of course, Super Semi has been performing fantastic so far in this tournament. Has only dropped a couple of games, if I believe so. So far, it's been a stellar tournament for him.
Yeah.
But Azrael, I gotta say, has put up a pretty stellar performance against iStudying here in this losers finals. First game looked very dominant by iStudying, but the games after that.
Yeah, it was all in the bag actually for Azrael there. It looked so much more confident, much more dominating his playstyle. You said Super Semi has had a great run, that's correct. Don't forget that Super Semi and Azrael played in winners finals, and it was a clean 3-0 for Super Semi.
It's time for the last match of the day, or our last set. Maybe it is a bracket reset, but at least
as
these two will
Erwin is announcing
what are they fighting
Oh,
for?
is that okay?
That's what you might be asking. Well, I have a big piece of cardboard here, and on the other side there's a big number. The first place will play for a grand total of 440 euros.
Ooh.
And second place gets nothing. That's not quite true. But who will win? We'll find out now.
Ooh.
Okay, 440 euros on the line for
up for grabs.
first place.
That's quite a lot.
Is going to be the rematch. Of course, Azrael still has the ability to win that. Has to win 2 sets in a row.
I gotta be honest, we kind of got scammed, right? We had to work at like 8 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
Had a full day of schoolwork. We're not getting $440 euros for that.
I wish I had.
Yeah, that actually would have been a proper salary for us teachers. But that's a point for another time. Anyway, so yeah, definitely a lot of money up for grabs here, but also the first Future of Smash tournament, you want to get that under your belt, right? So the next one Dagobert's going to be saying, "Oh, the champion from the previous Future of Smash video."
I mean, it's still a win in a PR tournament as well,
is,
right?
yeah.
Don't forget that. We are still in the PR season.
Since
And
Grand
this
Finals
is, I
starting,
think,
it
the
would be cool
fourth
if
tournament
we,
in the PR season, so
could,
we
get
are
some more
probably
people
over
to
halfway
watch
there.
the stream
So this
or
is
like
going to be a
the
pretty
final
big
match.
win
You know,
if you get this
hype up
under
the
your
players.
belt. Getting all of these
I
points
mean, where
under
are the
your
people
belt.
from Rotterdam?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I think Aaron is still...
Oh,
I don't know what Aaron is telling. I just hear places. But he's probably announcing this. There are still some other events, I think, going, like Squad Stack are still going or something, or Ladder is still going.
Could be maybe some finals from some other side events. There have been so many side events. This event has been amazing in that regard. Really trying to get all players comfy, even having stuff for the players that went 0-2, like a ladder competition. I've heard people really enjoy themselves playing in the arcade here in the back.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's definitely a lot of things to do here in this venue.
For
That's good.
sure.
That's
sure.
good.
All right. But for these two players, there's not much left to do.
No.
There is going to be one
They're playing
more.
rock, paper, scissors.
They're playing rock, paper, scissors for potentially the last time today. One of these players is going to come home with 440 euros under their belts. Second place still has a big prize, but of course the win is only for one player. We are getting into the match, or at least we are going to get into the stage select, it seems. Oh, Fistbump's getting caught out. And we are going to be selecting our stage. It's going to be Young Link versus Cloud again. Last time we saw how much Super Semi can get out of one opening. And then again, the kind of vulnerable disadvantage state from Cloud coming through on that point. And the power of Super Semis and Young Link's disadvantage state kind of countering that on, or kind of extending that disadvantage state from Cloud so much more.